If you're feeling stuck or lost in life, do this before it's too late, before you wake up at the end of your life and you realize you've thrown your life away. You haven't done the things that are meaningful for you. You haven't taken the leap of faith. You haven't done the thing that you've always wanted to do. I'm going to break it down for you today, what to do right now to move forward, to give you clarity and confidence to create a life that you love. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you for being here today. My name is Huckstep. I'm the author of the book, The Inspired Life Method, the step-by-step guide on how to find your life's purpose, heal trauma, and create a life that you love. Now, I'm going to break this down for you. I'm a very strategic, practical person where I like to have step 1, step 2, step 3. So I'll give you all those steps today on what to do if you're feeling lost, if you're lacking direction, if you're not fulfilled, and you just don't know what you want to do with yourself, whether it's personally or professionally or both. The only favor I've got from you is if you just like this video and subscribe. The more engagement it gets, the more it gets shared around, and the more I get to reinvest back into the channel to give you guys more free content. So thank you in advance. Leave some comments down below. I get back to all the comments myself. Please enjoy. Let's rock and roll. So please understand this line. I use it a lot. It's just so perfectly said. The need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. Please hear that again. I'm going to say it again. The need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. If you're lacking motivation, if you're lacking energy, enthusiasm, inspiration, you're not clearer or you don't have clarity on the things that are intrinsically meaning and fulfilling to you. Now, there's two things that drive people, pain and pleasure. Now, most people, I'd say majority, if not all people, use pain to get started. If you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, just go on Google and you can Google it. There's a big pyramid that comes up. Illuminati, right? That's what. So a big triangle or pyramid will come up. And down the bottom two layers is very much geared around pain. It's around eating food, surviving, safety, basic levels of connection, shelter. It's literally survival needs. That's what we need to get started. You need, if you're not sure how you're going to eat food tonight, you're probably not thinking about what's my purpose? How do I have an inspired life? You're like, fuck, I need to eat food. I need to protect my family. So there's basic levels of like survival needs. Once that's taken care of, that's when you get into the conversation we're having today. So if you're like, I just need to pay payroll, I just need to like live, I need to eat food, I need to take care of my family right now, do what you need to do. But if you're already there and you've got a basic level of like your survival needs met, this is the conversation you want to be having. And I see this so often where people, they start to achieve goals, but they're like, there's just something missing. I'm just not happy. There's no direction because you're missing this. You're missing your purpose. That's it. Your purpose is your gift to give back to the world. Now, I teach you how to do this in my book, so go grab a copy if you haven't already. Or I actually go to YouTube, and if you just type in Lewis Huckstep Purpose, there's actually 2 versions of it. Find the more recent one because I redid it to make it better. But I actually take you through the full process of how to find your purpose. You can literally go do it. Some of the comments on that video is so awesome to read as well. So you need to know your purpose. So I'm going to show you what to do big picture today. But then if you actually want to go find your purpose, go do that video. So jump off here. It'll be somewhere. YouTube it, Lewis Huckstep Purpose. Now, your purpose gives you 3 things. 1, it gives you direction for where you want to go. So if you're like, I'm lacking direction, I don't know what I would do with my life, I don't know what I want to create for my life, your purpose takes care of this. 2nd, it gives you an unlimited fuel source to get there. That's where I was saying the need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. My purpose is to heal and raise consciousness. I love healing others and helping people increase their level of awareness or consciousness. And I'll tell you where your purpose comes from soon. So I don't need motivation to do that. Now, if you have a look at my whole business, the book that I've written, this podcast right now, my clients, my programs, my events, my speaking is to help people heal and raise consciousness. I love it. I don't need motivation to do this. It's like 8 a.m. where I am right now filming this. I went to the gym this morning, went and trained, moved my body, and then I've come home. I had an onboarding call just then, and I'm coaching. I'm doing what I love. I'm helping, hopefully anyways, you guys are having a heightened level of awareness doing this or hearing this. And my other work is around healing. Obviously I have other stuff, but that's the main stuff I love doing the most. I don't need motivation to do this. I've had people say, Lewis, how are you so consistent? You've been doing this for so long, you show up so much and you take so much action. It's like, yeah, I get that. And there's like habits that come into that. But to be honest, I'm just doing what the fuck I want to do. That's what I want to do. I'm inspired to do that. So once you know your purpose, you will have that direction of where you're going. You'll have an unlimited fuel source. It doesn't go away. And third, it gives you a deep sense of meaning and fulfillment. So honestly, purpose takes care of a lot of this conversation. And we don't get taught this stuff. Now, go do the full training and you'll find your purpose by the end of that training. But I love these couple of lines on purpose. Your purpose is your gift to give back to the world. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's your gift to give back to the world. Your purpose is an expression of your core wound. Hear that again. Your purpose is an expression of your core wound. If you've heard the terms, turn pain into purpose, turn wounds into wisdom, or greater the pain, greater the purpose, greater the wound, greater the wisdom, it's absolutely spot on. So your purpose is an expression of your core wound. So whatever was most painful for you becomes most fulfilling for you to then give that back to others. And I love this line so much. You become who you needed when you're at your lowest. When you do my purpose process, again, go to my YouTube, you'll do the full process. You'll find your core wound. I'll take you through the process. I'll teach this to you. You go and find your core wounds and you recognize, what did you need back then? And then you actually realize by doing the process, you've actually become that very person that you needed. You become who you needed when you're at your lowest. I actually did a talk for a mastermind last week. So last Friday, I spoke at a mastermind. There was about sort of 20 business owners in the room. It was really beautiful. Dion Munkovic is a good friend of mine. So I went and spoke at his event. Dion, if you're here, g'day, mate. And I took his clients, his mastermind, through the purpose process. And a lot of these people were quite intellectual people, like business. They're like sales, marketing, structure, very sort of analytical people. And he brought me in because they said, Dion, my friend, he said, my clients are just lacking a little bit of purpose and direction and meaning. I'm like, well, you've come to the right person. So we went through the purpose process and it was so beautiful. There were men, women just opening their hearts up, crying during the process, feeling the purpose they have within them, the gift they have within them. And then I showed them how they could give it back to others through their business. I'm going to finish with this line before I give you the actual structure steps, okay? I actually just had a mind blank. What was I going to say? Oh, here it is. When what you do is the fullest expression of who you are, you will do your life's best work. So when you know your core wound, when you know how you want to express that and give that back to others, that's essentially what your purpose is. And then you find a way to give that back to the world to the highest degree possible, you will do your life's best work. When what you do is the fullest expression of who you are, you will do your life's best work. So good. So fucking good. So, what do we do with all this? Let's break it down for you. So I'm going to give you some clarity today. So, if you're not watching the screen, I'm sharing my screen right now. So go to YouTube, watch the video if you want to. So this is just a visual of how to do it. So how do you live an inspired life? This is just a bird's eye view. So number one, we want to find what your purpose is. So essentially what we've been talking about. Oh no, I just had an error on my screen. This is not what we planned for. Let's go again. Let's present. So how do you live an inspired life? Number one, we find your purpose. Why are you here? Like I was saying before, it's an expression of your core wound. It's your gift to give back to the world. It's why you're here. It's your gift to give back. You become who you needed when you're at your lowest. Then we come up with a mission and a vision. So a mission is a measurable goal to fulfill your purpose. If you've heard the term BHAG in the business world, a big, hairy, audacious goal, that's what this is. It's a 5 to 10 year goal to create this. It's something measurable because your purpose is not measurable. It's a fluffy, intangible thing that puts a tear in your eye. It fulfills you, gives you meaning and inspiration, all those things I spoke about earlier, but it's not very measurable. So mine is to heal and raise consciousness. How do you measure that? Well, just by the statement, there's a billion ways you can measure it, but by itself, it's not measurable. So my mission is to coach 10 million people to live a life that they love. And you can see how my work allows me to do that. Your vision is what your life looks like once you've hit the mission. So the mission is the one measurable goal, the line in the sand that we're aiming for, something tactical that we can break down, reverse engineer, and you'll see how we do that soon. And the vision is what our life looks like once we get there. If you've heard of a vision board or you've done any sort of vision work, that's essentially what that looks like. Just to give you more inspiration and reason to get there. Your values, and I talk about values almost every single training I talk about. Values are the areas of life that fulfill you. Values are not things like honesty, loyalty, integrity, freedom, control. Those are not values. Those are traits and behaviors that we prefer. Values are areas of life that fulfill us. Family, health, travel, music, learning, coaching, experiences, business, wealth, things that you do. If you can't fill your calendar with it, it's not a value. If I say go fill your calendar with freedom, it sounds weird. Would you just sit there and do nothing? No, you would do your values. You would go travel, you'd do health, you'd do learning, you'd do coaching. You'd do the things that are meaningful to you, right? My highest value is coaching. As you can tell, I do a lot of coaching. Then the last point is we get down into your outcomes. What needs to be done to move forward? And then we break it into your master plan. This is, if you're going to take a screenshot, put it on your Instagram story, give me a cheeky tag if you want to. That's essentially how you live an inspired life. You find your purpose, go do the YouTube video, you'll figure out how you'll find yours in that video. We get clear on your mission and vision, a measurable goal to fulfill it, and what your life looks like once we hit it. Then we get clear on the areas of life we want to fulfill along the way so we don't burn ourselves out and we keep our self-worth very high. And then we get clear on the tactical shit to go execute. Because I joke about this in a lot of my events and my content. There's a spectrum of humans on this planet. On one side of the spectrum, we've got our spiritual humans. These people have their crystals on, they're doing their plant medicines, they're breathing, they're meditating, they're levitating, they're connecting to God and source and consciousness and spiritual, whatever. These people, the spiritual humans, are often very fulfilled, but very fucking broke. They haven't achieved anything. They're trying to manifest their fucking dreams, but they haven't achieved anything. The other side of the spectrum are your hustlers. These are the I'm going to achieve everything, the overachievers, the hustle porn people. I will outwork you. I will outachieve you. I will grind myself into the ground to achieve what I need to achieve to prove my worth to the world and how worthy I am for my parents, probably mum and dad. These people often achieve externally, but they're unfulfilled internally. That was me for a long time. I owned 3 gyms when I was 23. I had it on my Instagram bio just to prove to the world how worthy I was. But I was fucking unfulfilled. I was unhappy. I was chasing a mirage of fulfillment. Fulfillment's an internal job. It's values and purpose. I believe in merging these worlds together. That's essentially what I do. And that's what that little snapshot essentially shows you. What's your purpose? What are your values? What's meaningful to you? What's the vision for your life? Authentically. Then what's the mission and the tactical outcomes to go execute? Because I joke again, you can't pay your landlord with gratitude. My landlord, where I live right now, won't take gratitude as payment, unfortunately. He wants cold hard, or she wants cold hard fucking cash. So again, the levitators need to take a bit more work, action, and the overachievers, people that hustle, probably need a little bit more fulfillment. And you do both. You do both. That's essentially the work that I do for people. I hope you got value from this. I'd love to know your thoughts, your questions down below. If you're like, okay, this made sense, what's next? Go do the purpose. Just go Lewis Huckstep purpose. It'll be on YouTube somewhere. And do the most recent one. I've actually got 2 of them. So I might just Google it for you guys quickly. So literally just go to YouTube. There's my friend Nat Patterson. She would like having a little mention on here actually. So if you just literally go to YouTube, go Lewis Huckstep purpose. It's this one here. So you can see there's 2. Don't do the 300 one, do this one here. So it says, find your life's purpose in this video, full course. Do that one, you'll literally find your purpose in that video. Then once you're done with there, that's where you want to go through and do the other steps, come up with your mission, your vision, your values, your outcomes. Now, I want to finish with this as well. Success in anything in life is 2 things. It is 80% psychology, 20% tactics. So say you've got your purpose, you've got your values, you've got your mission and vision, you know what you're going to do, you've got the plan to go execute. If you don't then follow through, if you have sabotaging patterns, if you get triggered, if you've got some resistance to doing the thing, you have some shit you haven't addressed internally. Limiting beliefs, trauma, something within you. And that's where you want to do the inner work. And that's like the other side to me, where trauma, healing, inner work is like my favorite conversation, to be honest. That's where you want to do that as well. Humans grow to their lowest constraint. It's the theory of constraints. You will grow to your lowest constraint. It's either a skill, you don't know how to do the actual thing, you don't know how to post content, you don't know how to film, you don't know how to run ads, you don't know how to market, you don't know how to communicate, whatever the skill is, or there's a belief or an unhealed wound within you haven't addressed yet. That's sabotaging you or triggering you from figuring out the skills or following through with the skills. Figure out what yours is and address them. This is what I do for clients. If you'd love to work with me, please grab a copy of my book. Link will be down below. There's a free trial down below as well if you want to grab that. It comes with a one-on-one call with me, so I'll connect with you personally as well on your journey. And guys, please subscribe, please like, please share your thoughts down below. I get back to all the comments myself. And thank you so much for your time today. I hope you got value from this. If you're lacking direction, meaning, all those things, go find your purpose. Go do the video. Figure out what your purpose is. Get clear on your mission, vision, your plan to execute. Go find your values to fulfill them. And go take action. And I help with all of these in that free trial, so grab that if you want that as well. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. See you on the next one. Bye.